So a handful of you guys have been asking about the steering wheel in my car, and it's actually the factory steering wheel, just wrapped in suede. The previous owner did half of it, and the other half my girlfriend finished up. And that's all it is. It's actually, it looks really good like on camera, and even in person it's good, but it has some imperfections. It looks good from afar. If you don't look at it, kind of close your eyes, that's fine. And this is as far as we're going. This car is so dirty. Pollen season, I guess, in Georgia. You can see all that green color on it. But so yes, this is another IS300 video. In a couple of weeks, I will be going to Import Alliance Spring Meet in Atlanta, and I will be taking the IS300 Blueberry with me. And in this video, I wanted to highlight everything that's wrong with this car. In a way, it could motivate me to actually make it look a little more decent before the meet. I'm not going to be entering this car in any kind of competition. I just want to show up with this car and have it look presentable. So I'm going to try to hurry before it rains, because it's been raining off and on all day. But from far, the car, yes, it's dirty. I went through a dirt road, and let's not worry about that. But the car doesn't look terrible. One of the things I want to fix before Import Alliance is the lack of front lip. And you can actually see where the car had a lip before. I actually drove 4 hours to see this car, and all the pictures had a lip. I showed up and there was no lip. So if you're selling a car, please use current pictures, not pictures when it used to be clean. Things like sticky dash and no working radio, those are jerk moves. Those are things you want to include in the post. But oh look, a wide FRS. That's gonna be me soon. Anyway, and I'm still running my trash pair of headlights in this car, deformed and previously opened. So I decided to paint them. I decided to take them apart and paint the housings, because they were, trashed, so I couldn't break them really. Long story short, they didn't close right because they were previously opened, and it was impossible to clean the sealant he used. So I went back and put on a different sealant, and it looks pretty bad. It almost looks like mud, kind of like that muddy, grainy texture. I have no idea why I'm showing you this, but I can stick my whole finger behind the gap here. Again, second pair of headlights. They were my experimental headlights, and they work. I might put some vinyl on here so I can cover up the gross sealant I use, but from far, it doesn't look terrible. Okay, so that's two things I want to do before Import Alliance. Another thing is get rid of my zip tie. So I bought this front grille from the junkyard, and it's actually a fake Altezza grill, or whatever you want to call it. And this car has 3 mounts. It has a mount here, here, and here, and 2 of the mounts are broken. So without the zip tie, this corner just kind of sinks in, and it just looks terrible. So that zip tie's been there for like 3 months. So if I clean the corners of the headlights, I fix the zip tie thing, and get a front lip, I think the car would look, very nice. And moving on to the car, what else is wrong? My wheels are pretty badly curbed, and you can see there was a little lump there, so it holds air. It's fine. This is the wheels that came with the car, so I haven't actually but yeah, since these wheels came with the car, I haven't really I don't know, I've been looking for wheels, but again, it's not in the budget. I'm trying to save up for the FRS. I wouldn't mind at least painting them, just a cheap little spray paint, but who knows? I don't know what's gonna happen there. Let's finish up the front of the car. Aside from all the oil leaks, yeah, that's pretty bad. I know the valve cover is leaking for sure. I'm assuming both of the cam seals are as well. It's super common for higher mileage, but this is the only reason I have this car, because it's a 2J and I'm a fanboy. And I do have the Figs strut kit thing that both of the struts are gone. So I've been using this clamp to hold the car up. I'm not sure if Figs just sells replacements without the whole kit. I haven't really looked at it. I know it's an expensive kit, but that's something I need to work out, because it's not fun having that clippy thing there. There's just a lot of stuff going. I wish I could just simplify all this with a forward-facing intake manifold, but you need to have a turbo and all that stuff, and that's just a slippery slope, I need to say, right? And here's a better look at the zip tie job that I did. Also, I need to have a battery tie down, because that's not there. It's like almost chilly, so the warmth of this thing, it feels pretty good here. Let's just roast some marshmallows. Okay, let's do some rapid fire things for Import Alliance. So both of my mirrors are pretty badly sun faded. I want to wrap these, so that's something I can do. Yep, both of them, I think I can wrap them before Import Alliance. That's super simple. The car might look weird if I have a front lip and no side skirts. I don't want to buy side skirts right now, but I don't even want to buy front lip, but I have, just maybe, I don't know, should I? There's a dent on that side, but I can't really fix that before Import Alliance. I can probably order these thingies here before Import Alliance, so it doesn't look like it's missing something. That might, yeah. Rear defroster doesn't really work. You can see that there's different color changes there. So to be honest, I don't even know if the black is the good or the brown is the good. And I also wouldn't mind fixing the rear fitment on this car. It's so goofy looking, like it sticks out, you know, the solid like inch. Since it sticks out and they're 18s, the car looks super goofy. Does that mean I just go wide body on this thing? I don't really know. I just don't like the look. It's like when people put 20-inch wheels on Cadillacs and it just looks like a weird boat thing. I think that's everything that's currently wrong with this car. Mechanically, the differential is whining, it's leaking oil and all that other stuff, O2 sensor. I feel like a broken record player on that end, but aesthetically, since it's going to be going to a car show thing, I feel like I should have it at least somewhat presentable. Not to mention this car, it kind of represents my YouTube channel since all I upload is IS300s stuff, so I feel like it should be a little cleaner. This car represents me. That's funny because I honestly think if I just get different wheels, this car would look so much better. It just looks so goofy with that nonsense in the back. I don't know what's going on there. It's just it's like it's asking for a wide body. Maybe a front lip and a rear wing will do a lot for this car, but I'm trying not to spend money on it. I don't know if you guys want an update on the FRS, but you might get one pretty soon. But it is what it is. Here's the car in its full glory. I know I made a video about possibly getting rid of this thing and everybody said, no, get rid of the FRS instead. Don't get rid of the IS300. You guys clearly like this car more. Probably more than I do, to be honest, but I do want to clean it up just a little bit. As much, you know, smack I talk on this car, it's been a good car to me so far. If you made it this far into the video, let me know if you're going to Import Alliance, because I'll be going with this car. Also, let me know how I can clean this car up a little bit, because it just looks kind of bland to me. I do want to make it a little better looking, I guess. Anyway, thank you guys for watching on everything that's wrong with my IS300. I will probably make videos on fixing what I just talked about, but yeah, stay tuned for the next video. Peace. And I'm lowering the camera because there's a car coming by and I'm really awkward. They're passing by. See ya. And that's how I make thumbnails.